Folks, you know my first guest tonight is the Emmy Award-winning host of MSNBC's All In with Chris Hayes. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Chris Hayes. Welcome back. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Did you get any sleep last night, or were you up crunching the numbers all night about what happened on Super Tuesday?
I was up to about 4 a.m.
What?
We had the 1 a.m. The problem when you do a 1 a.m. show is that you got to caffeinate to do the 1 a.m. show.
Wait, so your 1 a.m. show was live? It wasn't just a repeat of your
No, it was
earlier
live.
show?
We were live at 1 a.m. this morning.
So, do we know anything about California yet?
We had a picture. We knew that Sanders was going to win by about 9 or 10 points and come out with a net delegate lead from California, but not the particulars.
But we actually don't, still at this point, 24 hours later, we don't know exactly what the results are.
And we probably won't know the final results in California for maybe a week.
Why? They have adding machines in
I know.
California.
It's
not a caucus. We know Iowa was, we don't actually know what happened.
I have had Californians explain this to me somewhat defensively, and I still don't understand. Like, what, they just take a really long time to count votes there.
Weed is legal there. Now,
could have something to do with it.
Biden had a huge
Big
Super
night,
Tuesday.
very big night.
Did you see this coming? And keep in mind the answer is no.
I kind of did. I mean, look, I talked to
Really?
I had no idea. I didn't see it coming. Next question.
What made you see it coming?
I talked to a pollster Monday night. I talked to a pollster who had been in the field with a poll sort of that day, that Sunday and Monday, because Monday was the day that Buttigieg and Klobuchar and Beto all endorsed, who said, look, the numbers we're seeing are crazy, the movement in Biden's direction. Like, he's going to have a very big day tomorrow.
So South Carolina really did make all the difference in the world.
Yes, it did. It did.
Wow. Why isn't this a kind of a strange political system where one state makes that turn? It's because he'd lost 3 in a row. You thought, why don't those 3 sink him? Why does one just bring him back?
It's a great question. I mean, I think there's 2 things, right? One is that the African-American voters are the sort of core base of the Democratic Party. And there's no way to win the nomination without large support by black voters. And so there was a kind of signal there sent when black voters voted so overwhelmingly for Joe Biden about what his prospects were going forward. Number 2, there's a lot of primary voters, not all of them, but I would even say the majority, who just feel like they've been given a test question they don't have the answer to, which is who's best to beat Trump. And they're going around saying, I don't know, I'm not a professional. People ask me. They're like, who should I vote for? Who's going to beat Trump? I'm like, I don't vote for who you want to be president. And then they say, I want Barack Obama to be president. I'm like, well,
the closest you can get.
I can't help you there. But this idea that people were really looking for signals from people about some signal about who would be the person to take on Trump.
I heard word, like I read a few things there, that Obama was sending signals that he thought it was Joe.
I don't know. I mean, I think that
Susan Rice endorsed
Yes, there were people
Joe,
in Obama world.
And they're like, well, that wouldn't have happened if Obama hadn't given, the high sign.
I'm not sure about that, actually.
Okay.
I think, look, the one thing I will say about this is there's clearly skepticism towards Bernie Sanders by the kind of mainstream party elite, right? The folks that serve in the Obama administration.
The MSNBC.
Well, and some people, yes. Yeah, clearly some people.
Some people on your network should be medicated.
There are people, some of my colleagues are also skeptical.
Yes.
I think a lot of those fears on the electability front are actually quite overstated. I actually think that the data that we have shows that I think Sanders and Biden would both be very competitive against Trump.
And after 2016, anybody who says they know anything about anything is lying.
That is a...
And they were always lying. We just found out in 2016.
Yes. I mean, my big takeaway from 2016 is just humility about the future, which is unwritten. And so what ends up happening, and it's sort of a bad pundit tendency, is that like whatever just happened, like just extrapolate the line out forever. And I was like, Biden won yesterday. He's indomitable. It's done. It's over. Okay. Bernie needs to drop out. It's like, okay, everyone just calm down.
So let's go to that next one. Okay, so Biden had a big night.
Yeah.
Will he end up out of this as the delegate leader?
He will.
Or is it he will. He will. Wow, that's pretty big. So is now that it? Is it Biden? He's dominant. He's never going to give up the lead, or does Bernie have a chance? And keep in mind, the answer is yes.
I'm going to start doing all my interviews this way.
You
this
should.
is good.
Yeah.
once you get a delegate lead, it is hard to give it up because of the way that proportional delegate allocation works.
Has anyone ever had the delegate lead after Super Tuesday and then not gotten it?
Not in the last 2 competitive Democratic primaries, which are the closest apples to apples. So Barack Obama emerged from a smaller Super Tuesday in 2008 with a narrow 13-delegate lead, and his campaign issued a very audacious memo saying, "We've looked at the math, we have the lead, and we're not giving it up." Which was really a bit much at the time, yes.
A little ballsy, yeah.
But they were right about that. Hillary Clinton emerged with a delegate lead, didn't give it up. The problem for Sanders is, in order to overcome that lead, he needs states where he has blowouts. Because fighting to rough parity doesn't help you claw back the delegates. That said, I will say this on the other side of it. There was a reason that it took so long for the establishment and other folks to consolidate behind Joe Biden. The reason was they were underwhelmed by his campaigning.
Yeah.
They looked at him and
a lack of campaign.
yeah, they looked at him and they said, "This doesn't seem great. This doesn't seem like great campaigning. I love Joe. You know, I mean, I'm just speaking in the voice of these people now. Like,
sure,
I love Joe. I think he's great. I've known him for years. I don't know." So the one thing I would say is that, like, there is still more campaigning to do.
Yes.
And the fears that people haven't completely just gone away because he's consolidated this support.
I've heard a lot of people who support Bernie Sanders saying, I couldn't vote for Joe. And I've heard people who want a Joe going, I just don't see myself voting for Bernie Sanders. Who do you think is less likely or is more likely to be fractious about this?
I don't know the answer to that, about who those different, because I agree, there are pools of voters in each coalition.
Or is that overstated? Just
Well,
the sort of thing that you say during the campaign, because it's, never say die the entire time. But is any Democrat really going to go into a voting booth on November 3rd if it's not the guy they supported and look at those 2 buttons and go, you know what? I'll take a little more Trump, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Right.
Yes.
As you suggest, I think that history, polling, and the nature of Trump all suggest that a very overwhelming percentage of those voters will vote for the nominee. But the other thing I would say is that the margins matter, right? So there's a difference between 82% of Sanders voters voting for Joe Biden, or 82% of Biden voters voting for Sanders, and 92%. And so that margin matters a lot and could be the margin of victory in some states. We don't know the answer to it, but it does mean that consolidating unity and support down the stretch, stitching together a coalition that might be a little torn apart, is going to be key.
This is something I know that is important, but I haven't heard about, or I went to bed before you guys started getting the information on it last night, is how was voter turnout? Because last night would have been the best indication of what the enthusiasm is like on the Democratic side.
It was high. It was very high. In fact, in Virginia, it was record-setting turnout.
Higher than 2008 with Obama.
Higher than 2008.
Wow.
Huge turnout in Virginia. Big turnout boosts. There was a bunch of states that we don't have an apples-to-apples comparison because they had been caucuses and now are primaries. But it turns out when you replace a caucus with a primary, you get a lot more voters. So in a place like Colorado, I think you had 300% higher turnout. Across the board, last night looked pretty good. Pretty good to very good from a turnout perspective.
Are there...
Thank you. Yes. I personally made it happen.
Well, we have to take a little bit of a break, and I know you got to go do your show, but if you can hang out, we got to do some more with Chris Hayes. Stick around.